I've been doing open learning for how many years? We first visited Aarohi in 2019, and I didn't really like school back then, but then after the pandemic it just became very clear, and so we switched to open learning. And this is a very short telling of it. So the main reasons my parents and I chose open learning is, number one, I don't like subjects like math and science, especially math. So we thought that in open learning I could explore the subjects that I want to, and with CoVersity I was able to take that even forward since I really enjoy filmmaking. And I think with school, it was that they already chose like what people do, and it was like a set schedule, and I didn't really enjoy that. I wanted to try making my own schedule and stuff. So that's another reason. And so I wanted to explore just not just subjects, but I wanted to try doing more things. And you know, if I was in school, then I wouldn't have been able to directly start filmmaking and like go to a film club or work as an assistant director. I would have to like graduate, and it's a whole process. But with open learning and CoVersity, it's that I can already, take my passion forward, deep dive, and figure out what exactly I want to do. And you know, that's one of another reasons that I exited school. And I already mentioned this before. My dislike of math and science is like so much. I hate it so much that we took it as like a big reason to leave school. Yeah. So once we decided that maybe school wasn't the right thing for me, we started like thinking about what would happen if I went into open learning and how I would spend my time. So we went over all the options that I could pursue my interest and like explore, which is like college or the NIOS board, for which I can give 10th and 12th, or maybe I could do a course. So we discussed all these options. Then we also went over how I would spend my time and like how I could be productive and do things that I like and be happy with how I spend my day. And we also thought about all the obstacles that I might face because I'm not going to regular schooling. Like, I don't remember exactly what, but it was something that we did. Like, maybe I'd have to, give my experience and show my experience in a different way, stuff like that. And like, we decided that I would spend time at Aarohi and explore more there. So we also started prepping for me to live away from home. Like, how would I do that? Would I be okay with it? What all would I need? How much prep do I need? And everything. We discussed everything. Yeah. So after discussing and despite all the discussion, once I left school, then uh, I didn't actually do much in the beginning. Most of the time, I would just like freak out because I have too much time on my hands. I would just spend my days like reading, watching a show, or like, simply sitting and lazing around or staring blankly at a wall. That was the thing I did because I was so overwhelmed, and there were so many possibilities and ideas that I had, but I didn't know how to execute them. So I really had to like just sit with them and not do anything. And it was annoying for my mom, I think. Was it annoying? Say, yeah. Yeah. So in the beginning, I didn't know what to do despite having many ideas, but eventually I figured it out. Like I mentioned earlier, one of the main reasons I left school is because I wanted to like explore other subjects and other areas. And after the period of simply sitting, I've done a lot of stuff. It's more than this, but these are like the main things. One is psychology and sociology, and it's very specific branches. So I explored a lot of that. I read research papers, I listened to talks, and then I read books and I read a whole bunch of stuff. Filmmaking is something I do even now, and I just like it, I guess. And I've been wanting to play instruments since I was a kid. So I took up violin and keyboard and I still play them. I tried out acting for a while, but then that didn't work out. I didn't really enjoy it. And philosophy is another thing that I was super into. I'm still into it, but not as much as like last year and the year before that. I also still do digital art and like sketches and small art things. So after like exploring so many things, I eventually decided that filmmaking is the thing for me. And around that time, like we had CoVersity in the talks, and I joined CoVersity for that very reason. And it's been really helpful because I was able to like take my passion forward more. I learned more than what I already knew, and then there were other people who other people like Shriya or Krishiv and Misha and Shrishti, they also had their own passions. And it was like encouraging to work with them because we would push each other to do stuff. And I learned more. And then I started making a portfolio, which is helpful because I can put all my work in one place. And if somebody asks me what experience I have, I can just show that. So I just gained a lot of knowledge and experience relating to the professional side of things, and I also like found really great friends. So I really enjoy CoVersity, and so far that's what I did, compressed version of my open learning journey. Thank you.